Hello, everyone. I'm Kirk Steven, and welcome to Subnautica. This is part 5 of this little playthrough. And here, let's get back to the game here. So, we've reached a point now where we've got a few of the goodies we need to go a little deeper, be able to collect some more things. Let's take a look at our inventory here. We have the repair tool, we have the habitat builder, the scanner. We now have a little bit of a weapon. This isn't going to work against the big leviathans, but this will get rid of the little snaggletooth ones closer by. Let's see here. I think we have an equipment locker here somewhere. I need to build some more lockers. We have the rebreather, which we're not going to worry about at the moment, and the mobile vehicle bay, and a little bit of emergency supplies. We probably need to go and gather some more emergency supplies. How's this doing over here? Okay. We've got food growing in the pot there. And we've got our modules in place. And what did we put in? We can now go to 300 meters, and we have some storage. And let's take a look. And you'll forgive me, it's been a couple weeks since I've been able to even play any of these. We've had a bout of COVID run through our work. And of course, it's sad for those that got sick, but it's also hard on those who are covering for them. So we've had a couple of really, what I would call long weeks, long hours, long days. So a little behind on recording, but it kind of timed out, especially for the Long Dark watchers, because it will be post DLC. But anyway, let's get back to the thing at hand. So we've got a few things in place. I'm going to go get some bladderfish and that, and we'll make some food real quick before we run off. But what we need to do now is we need to go and progress the story. So that there's 3 different things we need to do to progress the story. The first is, and here, and I'll show you how to do this. In fact, you can see where we pinned this module here. So we go to our blueprints, we can unpin that so that's not in the way. Scroll down. This will basically show you all the things you can build. We need to build this at some point, and we're going to need that soon. Which depth module do we have? Prawn soup depth module. This one, okay. So we need to unpin that. We don't even have the prawn soup. That's a bit of a spoiler there. So, this is all the things that we can build. This is the newest one we built. Where I would like to go is, in the story, you learn how to build this. This one I think is important because it gives us the ability to build some more food inside, and it also will give us some other things that we'll go over. This is a scanner room. The reason I started this particular run and doing Subnautica was on one of the Discord boards, there's a Subnautica thing, and someone there was playing this for the first time, and I've been trying to talk to them without too many spoilers, and luckily enough, their discussions on the board are several, episodes ahead of where I am episodically in this. So they were talking about how helpful the scanner room is. And for an early player, yes, this is very helpful. Or if you're having trouble finding things, this can be very helpful. The one big advantage in building this is getting the compass. I believe is a part of this also. We can build one just to kind of show you, but I don't always build this when I'm playing through.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Thank you. So we'll we'll see about building one of these so you can kind of see what it goes. But I don't normally build them. After you have a couple of playthroughs, you get a feel for where things are. But if you are trying to find certain things and you're having trouble, this thing will help a lot. There's little cameras on the side where you can actually go and it'll search out without being in the water. It's kind of cool, and we'll probably build one so you guys can see it, but I don't normally build it. I don't normally worry about it. The other thing too here while you're in here of importance is that if you forget something that you may have run over real quick, you can get back to it here. This is all the stuff that you've discovered, all the different things, and then all the voice logs. So like the one that I'm going to bring up that we're going to go do is we need to go to the life pod where they talked about dry land, and that is important for us. So this will allow you to go through all the recordings, everything that's been said. So what we're going to do, go back to the top here. I'm rolling through this really fast. We're going to look for the one for, I believe it's LifePod 17 or 19. Yeah, 19. Here we go. So you can replay this, but what we're looking for is the last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. So this is the one we want to light up. So LifePod 19. So by going to the beacon manager, we can light up LifePod 19. This way we can find it. So we're going to go to LifePod 19, and again, you can brighten it up, change its colors so that you know that's where your destination is. But this is a good deal. You can go through. This is where you can like take snapshots. This is where your blueprints are. This is all the stuff that you can and can't see, and you can turn things on, turn things off, so that if you get too much information on the screen in the HUD, all that. Again, this is nice because you can go back and listen to the logs. There is so much stuff in here. It's ridiculous. The amount of time spent doing this stuff, and I just wonder how many people actually look at all of this. I mean, I know that when I first played it, I looked through a lot of it. I don't look through much of it anymore, but I mean, there's a lot of work by the developers that did all this stuff. It's amazing. All right, so we need to go get some supplies before we go on our little adventure. Can we catch him? No, we're gonna need some help. Let's turn that map off. That's only going to get in our way. And again, this is where the little scooter thing works great. Well, of course, it gets dark. Talking too much. Alright, we're going to need a couple of you. Because we are thirsty and we're going to need to take some water with us. There. Turn down my mouse sensitivity so I'm not jerking you guys around as much. I'll take you too. Thank you. How many did we have? Inventory, please. There's 5 bottles of water. That's not too shabby. I mean, we're not going to be gone that long. And we do have a bottle of water and food in the sea moth. This is what I like about this, too. You don't have to go through the door.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It can be a little glitchy sometimes, but... Did we move? No, we haven't done that yet. Alright, how much room do we have? Not a bunch here. Let's make the water. Let's do all this here. And I may move this because I like having it in the moon pool, because a lot of times you're getting out, you need to make something real quick, get back in, and having it closer to that is nice. We'll also be making some more storage lockers because I like to have a bunch of them, and then I like to do like what you've seen already, where we label them with the different minerals, because sometimes when you're building something of any size, or you come back and you're like, hey, I need to make this, and you don't want to spend a bunch of time looking for, where did I put the mineral? All right, you know what? Let's wait on that. We'll do that right before we leave. Yeah, because I like to put it, you know, like right here, over there, and then I'll make they have bigger lockers, and we'll make a bigger locker for the equipment, because the equipment will start to get bulky here. So let's go in here and let's eat, drink, and we may go grab one more fish and some salt and take a meal with us. But let's do this. Let's deconstruct this. And the nice thing is you can deconstruct it, doesn't cost you anything, and you can rebuild it. So now let's find our tools here and rebuild our fabricator right here. Okay. And then, like I said, as you can see, I've got these things labeled. We'll make more of these deals like this and continue. Let me see if I can build that bigger locker. No, I need cords. This is a larger locker. It's like a freestanding locker. A lot of times I'll put one in here in the moon pool, and I'll keep all the equipment in it. It's a little bit bigger. Let's go get the sea glide out again. We should be close to where we can get. Oops, we got all turned around. Here we go. We need some of that. Maybe I ought to find one more bit of salt. At some point, salt will be plentiful. We don't have to go looking for it.
Passing 100
Oh, look,
meters.
another time capsule.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What did we get this time? This is our third one. This is amazing. Oh, we got some tools. That's fantastic. We're going to have to go look at that. You are our victim.
Note: Craig McGill crash landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid guinea poachers, and hijacked a tamed Star Wall. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Wow, motivational speaking. Okay, so let's see what we got here. They gave us a repair tool. Oh, and the stasis gun. What a very nice find. So now we need to make the equipment locker, because we'll put those away. That's the nice gift, because a lot of times you don't have this right away, but we don't need 2 repair guns at this point. But this is kind of cool. What it is that you can fire this at predators, and it develops like a little bubble around them, and then they can't move. It freezes them. So you can either get away. Whoopsie, I already forgot we moved this. Hello, flying fish. So we're gonna cure. Oh, we'll cure him. He'll be tasty. Eat his little tentacly legs. He'll be succulent later. Okay. Da, 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 da. We'll have to dig up some cave sulfur and stuff too. But let's go to 19. I believe that's where we need to go. If not, we're going to go to the island that we need to go to anyway. But let's launch this message. This might also be part of that, because we definitely want to go to that. Hello, food.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay, so our rescuers are on the way.
Welcome aboard. aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Now this may be the one that we just went to. Yeah, and I think that's what it is. And I think if you go into the notes here, you can find, let's see. Oh, go away. Data downloads, survivors, yes. So you can go through the survivor logs. Some of them will show pictures. I'll have to find that for us. Some of them will say, you know, like the coordinates are corrupted, and you can look at the picture and you can kind of get an idea where the life pod went down based on its location and pictures. But yeah, this looks like the one that we were at, where we actually got the moon pool fragments and a lot of other goodies. But we're going to head to what he was talking about, which is dry land. We're going to kind of stay close to the surface. Ah, here we are. He said they do a nice job of hiding it in the clouds, but it's easy enough to see it up the horizon. And the cool thing about this is that it's a floating island. And so it's floating with these little pink bladder things that you see on the other, in smaller versions closer to your life pod. Now, easy enough to just get off here and walk up the island, but with a little bit of exploration, you find out after you get on the island that there is a wonderful little pool, almost like a moon pool, where you can leave your sea moth in a little more safety. You can also beach this thing and then have to build another one because you can't get it out. So it's a neat little cove here. We'll get out. And this is part of what we're looking for.
Picking up multiple energy signals.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Integrating new PDA data.
And I believe that's going to give us information on something somewhere. I have to remember. Voice log. Scanner room. See, here's all the different habitats we can build. Anyhow, let's go explore the island while we have daylight. There are a few items here that we will want to make our life just a little easier. Ooh. Clipping in the map there. Sorry about that. Got that frog in my throat thing, and I have a mute, but I couldn't unmute it. As we call a cough button. I have it set up in my Streamlabs to have a mute unmute, and apparently my unmute isn't working. And I use that like a cough button, which is something that you would do in radio broadcasts. If you listen to any kind of talk radio or anything, you might hear a host talk about a cough button, and that's what they're talking about. It's basically just a simple mute button so that you can cough or clear your throat without having to gross out your audience. Now, this island is relatively tame. There's no real predators, but there are a few things here that can be problematic, and that's these guys right here. They will attack you, and I tend to try to keep the knife out. They can be kind of a pain. There is another tool that works better than this for them, and we need to build it. Where'd you go? You don't do a ton of damage. Here's the beach you can land on. So if you don't want to go underneath in that, you can basically get up here. Ooh, another one of those things. There's my knife. And I just like to get them out of the way. Alright, so there are 2 points of interest. Well, actually 3, I should say. There's 3 points of interest on here. And the interesting thing about it is that you're not the first person to be on this island. We're going to use a long dark technique here called goading to look for these items here. We're close to one here. Okay, so here's a good view of it. Right here. These are underwater deals. What are they doing up here? And they look old. So let's go find out about these interesting little things. I think this is leading me back down. I think we need to go the other way because we need to get higher. Come on. And come on. Goat up here for me. Though I can't imagine doing this in the swim fins. Great mountaineering equipment. You need to get up there. Come on. You can do this. There's a path. Oh. Ooh, that was close. There's a path up there, but I always forget how to get up there. There's one right there, as you can see. There's 2 of those. And it's been a while since I played this, so I don't remember the path up to them. Oh, come on. Fine, we'll go over here. Yeah, that was a smart idea. Okay, come on. You can make this. No? Come on. Get us up on the path here. At least you can jump. Gives you a little bit. Alright, we want to work our way up there. That's where we want to go. Alright. This looks a little better. And as you can see, there are 2 of them up on the mountaintops here. This should get us where we want to be. There is a path once you find it. I'm trying to brute force it there. I'm trying to stay on the path now. Okay. And here's our third point of interest. Here's the third one. So you have 1, 2, 3 underwater habitats on dry land. It's also a very interesting view of the Aurora, and it shows you how big that thing is. Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
So, someone has been here before, stranded. And as you saw, that was the number 3 log entry, so it's a little out of order. But this is one of the more important things. This is an indoor grow bed. This will allow us to grow things inside.
New blueprint acquired.
The other thing is this tree. This tree is like my favorite plant, because these things will give you food and water. So we definitely want to take a couple of these back with us. In fact, I would like to take 3 of those back with us if we can. I'll drop this titanium if we have to. The other thing we're going to scan is this wonderful observation room, which we can build in different areas to enjoy the view in safety. Let's go ahead and scan everything. Let's be thorough. Okay. So if I need more space, we'll definitely do that. Oh yeah, here we go. We need this too. This is bulkhead. And if you build large habitats, especially in deeper water, this will help you seal pressure between the sections. Because as you go deeper, more pressure. Another item you can have. These are kind of cool. I don't use these all the time, but if you build someplace where you have like predators that come up, the spotlights will help light up the area. So let's meander down here. This will give us a better view. So we're going to go down here, go check this out, and then we're going to go check out what's up here. And as you heard from the log, these people that were stranded here were dealing with some kind of affliction. And if we do as the computer said to, self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
We are also infected. And as I've pointed out in some of the wildlife, with the green dots on them, the infection is in the whole planet. Oh joy, it's getting dark already. Okay, here is another part of this that's also important, and that is exterior grow beds. When I first played this, I never understood why these were important, but I will show you as we play this. Now, we already have some of these. We'll pick some of these up. Our inventory's full, but we can eat these. It's food. We definitely the lantern melons are my favorite because of the water aspect of them. These guys are going to be hard to see, so let's get them out of our hair here. You can hear them, but can't see them. Okay. Let's go back to the scanner. Multi-purpose room. That's the one I showed you in the blueprints. There's pain in my butt, of course. Leave us alone long enough to do this, and then I'll go and deal with you. Aha.
New blueprint acquired.
Come here, you little monster. The other reason to get the blade with the electric blade or the hot knife or whatever you want to call it, it kills those things a little faster. Okay. So we have a PDA, a crabby guy. Get him out of our hair, and then we have something unusual. We can look at that under alien data. That's that arch we found. We can also scan that that purple tablet too. So if we go into the inventory and we drop it, we can scan it, and this will tell us about it a little bit. Okay, this carbon-based device is lighter than it looks. It features symbols which resemble a U lit up in purple. Neat little interesting lettering on it. Don't recognize the handwriting. So we're going to pick that up again, and then we'll listen to Log 4.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
And then as we heard in that last log, those two other people had perished. So this is a little earlier in their survival thing.
New blueprint acquired.
Oops, come on. Get up here. There we go. Alright, nothing here. Another pad here. More of the story.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. And no staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
So not quite the happy family.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
So they were part of the Degrassi spaceship, and they were marooned here. I wonder if they fell fate to the same thing we fell fate to. Okay. Final habitat. Got that hatch. We got the light. Okay. Some more food stuff. Again, if you decide that you want, you can take all of this stuff and you can use the indoor grow beds and you can grow the potatoes in that. You either have to do it one of two ways. You have to pull them out like I've been doing with the ones, or you have to cut them into seeds. So now if we go into our deal, you'll see we have the two seeds. And then you plant those seeds and then they grow. So there's two different ways to go about that. The other thing that we got early was this pot thing. So between the pots and the grow beds and the wall grow things, you can do a lot of food. You can also scan the furniture. One of the fun things about this is if you really get into the habitat building.
New blueprint acquired.
Which can be a lot of fun. I mean, you can do the sandbox version where you don't have to deal with the story, and you can build a lot of habitats and stuff with all these observatories and all that stuff. So let's see what this PDA has to say.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
So the one thing we know for sure is that they crash landed here at some point, and they tried to make a go of it on dry land, but at some point it wasn't working out, and they talked about going deeper. So the question is, how deep did they go? How far were they able to go down? Okay, so somewhere is our little boat here. Okay. So this is pretty much all that I need from here. There's definitely some other things to look at. You can scan all the different flora and fauna and stuff and really spend some time here. We're going to get back here and we're going to dive in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Now we've already been there, so we're going to turn that off. Oops, that's not what we wanted. We want to leave that on. Life number 19. Okay. So now let's head back to our habitat. And let's go build a couple of the items that we discovered. Because that big observation room is going to give us the ability to grow more food, which means we won't have to go and hunt down the little peeper fish. We'll still have to do the water thing, unfortunately. Which we're already thirsty. I have to figure out what that tablet's about. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You see this little creature here? He's got the green dots. This is the infection. Oh, go away. For what it's worth, with the hot knife, you can actually kill those guys there, those little stalkers. Especially if you have the stasis gun. You can put them in stasis and then you can whack them with the knife. I've actually seen people that have done it with the big Leviathan.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It takes them forever to do, but they can do it. It's ridiculous. Okay. So first and foremost, you know what we need to do? We could use some titanium here. Oh, our inventory's full. Darn, darn, darn. I wonder if I can build this. I don't know that I'm going to be able to add it on here. I think we've got... Oops, I need this. I think I built this too close here, and I don't know that we can... Yeah, let's do this. And then let's see if I can build multi-purpose room. I was going to say, I think this has got to be a little higher up. So let's do this. Oops. Let's deconstruct that. Okay. And then let's add on. That attach? Yep. Oops. Let's do this. And then let's build this here. No? Yeah, I'm too close to the ground. I didn't build this quite in the right spot here. So we'll put it right there. It's a little high up the ground, so to speak, but okay, we're short some titanium, but we've got titanium to make with the scrap, so let's go do that real quick. Or can we? I forget. You know what? Let's eat that and get that. Did we do one for silver yet? We got lead. Here, we're just gonna throw this in here. Get this copper and silver. We'll sort this stuff out, but we need titanium. But this will be cool when we get it done. Because we're gonna be able to grow some food for ourselves. In fact, where's my scooter at? Let's get out our scooter here and get some more titanium. Because we need lots of building materials here. In fact, let's take one of you. And let's go over this way. We've been kind of plucking it clean close to home, so. How about over here? You got anything over here?
Passing 100 meters.
I know.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
There's got to be some more wreckage over here. We need to go down there too. We'll get to some more exploring here in the next run here. Oh, here we go. This will give us a couple of titanium right here, because we've already got this blueprint. How about over here? There's a quartz crystal we need. Yep, here's another one. Maybe we have enough room we can grab this. And maybe you. Awesome. There we go. See, that's the thing the Seamoth does. You forget about it. You're on the Sea Glide, you got to be like, hey, you need to breathe at some point. Okay. Let's make some titanium. Okay. Now the thing we'll have to be careful with is, as we finish this, it may change the amount of pressure that the system can handle. So if we get some leakage, we may have to either put in a bulkhead, or we'll have to put some reinforcements in places. So let's see how this reacts. We're not too deep, so hopefully. And as you can see up there, see the base hull strength is 1.3. Reinforcements.
To maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home.
Let's see.
But never forget
See what's
that it
happening
is
here?
not.
We've got too much pressure in here. So, can we build? Nope, we don't have enough stuff. So, here's where it becomes a problem. We just flooded our base because we've made too much underwater and not enough reinforcements. So we've got all these breaches and all this stuff. Now the one thing I don't think we have is the ability to make reinforcements. We need this. I don't know if we have any lithium. Let's go over here and check. And if not, we may have to deconstruct. But we do have some lithium. Here we go. Alright, so let's grab a couple of lithium. And let's go about reinforcing our structure. And this is a good place for one right here. Because we're not going to be building onto the front of the moon pool. So that builds up our strength. Our strength is now 5.8. And we'll put one here because we're not going to be putting anything going out that direction on here. So that helps with that. But we're going to need some oxygen. And we need some more lithium. Thank goodness we picked up all that lithium. Let's grab some more. And you know what? Where else? There's another spot we can do reinforcement. Because we're not going to really build anything this way either. So let's put a reinforcement here. We put one over there. We put... Okay, so we've got 3 in here. Oh wait, we can do one here. We're not going to build anything this direction either. Okay. Let's see now. Let's see if we can start repairing this. If it'll hold. This is actually a good lesson in what you don't want to do is overbuild, as you can flood your whole base. It looks like we're going to need some more reinforcements here, so try to fix these breaches. We've got a breach in behind there. Let's see if we can. Here. We'll put them on this side here. Oh, we're out of titanium. Alright, let's get a breath. Let's hope the fabricator's still working. No, we need more titanium. Alright. Let's go up top. You know what we're gonna do here? Let's deconstruct. Well, you know what? We've got the radio here. Let's deconstruct the radio. Let's deconstruct the hatch. Do we have enough room? We do have some seeds. Oops. Let's deconstruct this. Now we should be able to deconstruct. Here, our hull strength is better. Can we do one more? There, okay, and I'm gonna take out that little cross section up here in the front. And let's deconstruct this. That will take away some. Can we put our hatch back there? We'll put our hatch here. This will give us an in to the base thing. And let's do this. Let's see here. Need more lithium or more titanium. We're still fighting our problems. Some oxygen. All so we could have just a place to put in grow beds. Okay, let's rebuild the radio. Okay. And we won't listen to it just yet because we don't want to start that just yet. In fact, I'm looking at the time. We're going to get this base fixed up and then we're going to call this episode. Because we're getting into that 1 hour mark.
Passing 100 meters.
So let's get some...
Oxygen
Oh,
efficiency decreased.
duck on you. Let's see what we get here. Oh, we got a copper. When you need copper, you never get copper. I'm going to grab these because we're going to need these too here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and head back. We got a little bit of titanium. I'm going to keep building and supporting. And reinforcing our base. Battery's dead in the deal. Oh, we're inside. It's not going to let us do it. Oh, we need lithium. My goodness. Alright, let's get some air. I'm so glad we picked up all this. Oh, here. Got no room for anything. Let's take that. Did we have titanium? Yeah, we did. Okay. Let's hope this is enough. Alright. I think what we need to do now is we need to find that breach. I think that's what's killing us right now. So, we got this one breach right here. That's flooding us. Are we starting to drain out now? Is our water level going down? Not yet. Oh, we have another breach over here. Technically, once you get the habitat with enough reinforcements...
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
Just as I was getting ready to say it. So now we've got the hull strength high enough that we can have all this, and we've got all our breaches fixed. That'll drain out the water. So hey, we'll be able to start building stuff soon. We're going to need to find some more lithium. It's going to be important. Okay. So wait for the water to go down. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build one of these. And I'm going to plant a lantern tree in that. Let's see if I've got enough to do any more here. No, we need some more titanium. So let's see if I can find some titanium real fast here. I mean, we should be able to find some wreckage really quick. I'd like enough to build 3 of them. This is my goal.
Passing 100 meters.
Perfect.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Anything in there? Let's see if I can find another piece here real quick. I find it best to kind of, instead of pie, and scan the area here. Oh, here we go. We can scan this. That'll give us a couple pieces. We can scan some scanner room stuff. Take that. Where's our sea glide back? Anything else real quick? Here we go. Some silver. Lead. Oh, here we go. Piece of sea moth. 2 pieces of sea moth. Right? Oh, not in the greatest place. There we go. I hate those little things. Alright. Let's go back home.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm pushing the limits. Here we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. Let's plant that one. Can we plant the other one, or do we? Okay. And we plant that one. Alright. So now, let's just use that. As you can see, you've got it growing here, but it'll give you a percentage of how far it's got. There it is. So it's 13%. So once those grow up, they'll be like the ones on the island, and they'll have those little lantern fruits. So like I said, they're my favorite ones to use because they give you a little bit of water, and water tends to be always an issue. We can also make some to plant this. Now, I have that big, large grow bed that we could stick. We probably could put it right here. Wouldn't hurt. We're not going to be building anything. That way we're running into a situation. But I want to leave one of these corners open for a future project that I happen to know about that we haven't found yet. But we could easily put some stuff over here and grow more food. But 3 of these tends to be plenty. But again, you can get all kinds of crazy stuff going. And then in the next episode, we'll also look at making some outdoor grow beds, and I'll show you what we use those for. We will listen to the radio message, and we'll do all that stuff. We're going to need some water in that, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to save this. And we're going to pause right here. And we're going to pick this up on the next one so that we'll go further and get a little further into the story. We still have to deal with the alien tablet, and we still have to deal with the Aurora, because apparently, from what the other ones were saying, they needed to board the Aurora because there was a message sent. So that's also going to be on our agenda. So until next Sunday, we will catch you on the next episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone that watches, subscribes, and leaves comments. And we will catch you on the next one. Thank you again.